Hello, my name is Min from TRADLINX. This is my second webinar here at TRADLINX. Thank you for taking the time to join me today. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about a lot of the feedback that I've received from my clients in terms of their day-to-day work. A lot of my clients have been telling me that they're using Excel sheets to bring in the data from different carriers into one spot, right? And that's taking a lot of time because it's a lot of manual work. And today I will be comparing using that same type of Excel sheet and then also comparing it with our dashboard and seeing how much time is actually wasted and how much time can actually be saved. The title of our webinar today is Time is Money, to see how much time you're actually wasting that could be used for doing other things. Today's webinar will be about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll go jump right in and then show you guys what we're doing. And here you can see some of the data points that we found that a lot of my clients have used a lot of time in their day-to-day just finding their shipment, right? Going to different carrier websites, trying to update each one, refresh, and then going back to their original Excel document, putting the data in. It's very labor intensive and also takes a lot of time. You would think there would be an easier way, right? Just to collect all this data and put it onto one simple dashboard to see where my shipment is. But to be honest, a lot of my clients have yet to find that type of dashboard, right? Which is why there's a lot of solutions out there trying to be the magic bullet and trying to provide a lot of different functions for their clients. But basically, at the end of the day, people want to know, where is my shipment today? And is it going to be on time? And if it is, when, right? So it's just those basic metrics that are easy to find online, but not easy to have on one dashboard and in easy to see format. And as you can see here, workers are using a lot of time in their day-to-day just running after shipments, right? And companies are losing lots of money just having to pay their workers wages, and they're doing work that's not fully efficient, right? That can be optimized. In the day and age of AI, why are we still using Excel sheets, right? To track very simple data. It just doesn't seem very productive, and it really wears down on your staff, because I've heard from my clients that they're tracking 400 or 500 shipments a month with a team of 3. Imagine how much time they would save if they didn't have to do all that manual work, update an Excel file every day. And then let's jump into today's webinar, and we'll do a very clear compare and contrast using an Excel sheet versus using a solution that will kind of bring everything together in one spot. Okay guys, so this is something that's probably very familiar with you guys who are using Excel sheets to find all your shipments. Basically, this is all the basic information that you would need to see, right? You're the carrier, the master BL number, the container, where it's going, vessel name, all this you would need to fill in manually. And we'll do this for just a few, and then let's compare and contrast the time used and the time saved versus using a dashboard, okay? So right off the bat, we'll start with the MSC here. I've even pulled up the tab so you guys can see that this is what people do on a daily basis right here. We click here, and then let's just see the status of the container for the most recent update. We can see here description, export loaded on vessel. Basically, people will copy and paste that here. Obviously, they'll do more, but just for the sake of today's webinar, we'll just do the container event. And then we'll go to the next one, CMA. Search here, go to display details. Let's see where it's at. Looks like here it's birth at POD is the most recent update. Put that there. Then we'll go to a Costco one. Okay, this one you'll have to take off the prefix here in order to see the shipment, okay? And then the last, let's see, update would be September 7th. Looks like its last POD is discharged at the last POD. We'll copy and paste and put that here as well. And obviously, as you can see, you know, these different carrier websites, the formats are all different as well. So you'll have to get used to all these different formats going back and forth to try to track down your shipment. We'll go to details here. Okay. See the container information here. Looks like it's most recent information is here. Arrival in Busan. It's on the truck. Place of activity. So we'll just say arrival in would be the status of this container. So yeah, obviously you can see this is quite labor intensive. I'm not going to go through all 10 of these, but you can see even if I had to add 2 or 3 more data points, I would have to go back and forth all these different tabs back to my Excel sheet, make sure I'm not making any mistakes, human error, and having to update this every day, right? Imagine if I had 100 master BLs I had to look for, and on each master BL there was maybe 3 or 4 containers. I would have to make another tab here just to track all the containers, right? There's a much better way to do this, and then you know, I can show you how to do that here in a second. So yeah, here, let me show you. You just basically, if you get access to your master BL, you just copy and paste, and you log into your dashboard here on our TRADLINX website. You can either track by master BL, container, or vessel here. Obviously, we do have the master BL, so we'll go ahead and then copy and paste here. You'll be able to do that. So the second one, usually the prefix, because we do have that, will pop up automatically, but I'll just double check this one real quick. That one was CMA. And I know this last one was Wanhai. Here we go. And then reference number, you can just put any number that you guys want. For the sake of today, I'm just going to put test 2. And any extra additional notes you want to put, whether it be the client, any notes that says like 100 boxes of coffee or something, you can just put here just to see it on your dashboard. And that's it. You click next. And then our system will be pulling this information from all the various carriers anyway. So you don't have to do this, right? As you can see on my dashboard, you can see all the different carriers that I have right here. We can sort by the reference number, and we had put test 2. So then voila, you can see all your shipments in one view, right? You can see, go through the tabs. That took like 10 seconds. The master BL, obviously the carrier, the vessel name. You can see whether it's a direct shipment or transshipment. Any details within that transshipment will also be available. And also you can see the amount of containers as well, right? You can see that this one has 5 containers. You can see the details for each of those containers. This will keep updating as we're updating the information from the carrier. We pull the information from the carrier about every hour to 2 hours. So this is constantly updating. And then here, look, you can see everything that you would on your Excel sheet, just on a dashboard, that is updating in real time by itself without you having to do it. Yep, and also, you know, obviously you can see all the master BLs that I put into the dashboard here. And then here, as you're going across, you can see obviously the ETA, which is quite important for everyone who's tracking their shipment. You'll be able to see it in real time as it's updating. We're pulling the information from the carriers, so this will keep updating without you having to do it manually. It's green because it means it's ETA. If it's arrived, the ATA will change to gray. So it's color coordinated, so you can see them quite easily. And also we provide delay updates as well. You'll be able to see it color coordinated here. If it's yellow, it's over 24 hours late. If it's orange, it's over 2 days late. And if it's red, it's over 4 days late. You'll be able to see that. And also in reference, if you actually click one of the BLs here, you can see where the shipment is actually going of the ship, and any transshipment you'll be able to see along the way as well. You just look on the detail tab. If it was not an ATA, you would be able to see an ETA as well. It would be green here, and you'll be able to see the ETA movement of the transshipment as well. All this information is available. You can just see everything in just one view, right? Quite easy. The route would be the vessel information. You'll be able to see that. The route log, this is updating very, very often, every 30 minutes. So any information that the carrier is not providing, if there's a delay for some reason, you can just jump on the route log and actually see where your ship is in real time, right? Which is very useful to provide this information for your clients if they need to know where your shipment is. In the updates, any change in the ETA, you would receive an email, but also an update here as well. So you can be ready to see, oh, my shipment is going to be a day late or whatnot. You'll be able to see that. And another function that is very useful for our freight forwarders or even shippers here is you can create a daily report. You just go ahead and click all your shipments right here. You just click this share button, share daily report. The template looks like this. So you wouldn't receive 10 different emails. You would receive one email with the information of that shipment per that day, 8 a.m. your local time. So we're doing this on our end. You're not having to update this. You just need to put in who you want to receive this report, and they would be able to receive this. Also, you'll be able to create a share link here. Yep, and then let me show you guys a share link function. Here, you just click whichever BL you want, click here, copy link, confirm, and you can send this to whomever, your clients. They would be able to click this and get this map view of where their shipment is as well. If they don't need to receive a daily report maybe once a week, you could share this very useful share link function that is useful for your clients. Yep, also you can download an Excel file as well. You just go ahead and click all your shipments right here. Yeah, I had a client this morning I had a meeting with, and he was telling me they would like to have more simple Excel downloads without such complicated wording for the same thing initially, right? Basically, you would receive everything here on this dashboard on an Excel. You just click which ones you want, confirm. You can just pop it up right here. Let's just open up the tabs a little bit to see. And then, yeah, basically it's all the same information that was just on the dashboard right onto an Excel sheet, right? So you could use this to create reports, share with your management, share with your clients, whomever needs to see this information. So this is the overall shipment information. If you click this tab, you also see the container information as well. So you wouldn't need to do this manually again and again. This will save a lot of time. Yep, and let me show you guys another function here on the data insights part. We pre-selected some of these charts that a lot of our clients want to see. So you go ahead and just click reset, and you can see within your BL list, you can see which delays by country of arrival, you can see delay by month, you can see PODs by month, you can see all this different information that is useful for your reporting, and also planning for the next year. It's already end of 2025. A lot of companies are looking for new solutions to prepare for the next year. Having these data points and actually having raw numbers to prove which shipments are the best, which carriers are the best, is actually very important. So for some of our clients who are requiring a large shipment volume per month, let's say over 500, maybe the dashboard is not realistic to see all their shipments. It can handle the volume, but sometimes they have their own ERP system. So you could also jump onto our API platform as well. We provide API integration for your ERP system. So you would be able to make calls from your system without having to use the dashboard, and really simplifies the work, and it's quite easy to set up. Yeah, and to wrap up, this is not complex. I'm not trying to oversell our platform and say it's like a magic bullet that can fix everything. It can't. But in terms of just the simple day-to-day tasks that a lot of people have been going through, just bringing all that data onto an Excel sheet, which can induce a lot of human error, we believe that just using a platform that is very reliable, affordable, can really help save a lot of time. If you were to save, I had a client who told me they wanted to expand their operations from 10 shipments to 20 to 30 to 40, but they were hesitant because they said tracking 10 shipments a day took 2-3 hours. So they can't expand their operations because it's just taking too much time to track that. If you were able to track 100 within that hour, imagine the upsell value of your company as well, right? Versus the time that is spent per hour doing this manual intensive work, right? So I'll just show you guys, our pricing page. It's quite easy. It starts at $3 a BL for a monthly plan. But here, we don't charge extra for multiple containers on one BL. So that would bring down the unit price for tracking a container even more, right? A lot of other solutions are charging you per container. Even if it's on the same ship, on the same master BL, going to the same POD, you're having to pay a lot extra. So I don't see why you would do that. Just kind of a no-brainer for me. I mean, if you're spending X amount of hours and you can reduce it by 20, 30, 40%, and the pricing is reasonable, why not give it a shot for a month and see if you like it, right? On that note, we do provide a 2-week free trial where you can track up to 10 shipments. And I would say have your team do what they're doing with the Excel and then have them also use the dashboard and then see their productivity. I mean, it's easy to say that it would probably go up because they're saving so much time to doing the same amount of work, right? And my email is up here on the screen. You can contact me. If you set up a meeting with me, we have various promotions that we could also afford you guys in regards to API or having a shipment volume discount, various things that we could talk about through a meeting. So please, yeah, just send me an email saying that you saw the webinar and you have any questions. I'll be free to answer them for you. Thank you.